When you have absolutely no hearing at all in this ear and limited hearing in this ear, even with help, that's tough to deal with sometimes.
Patients get to the point where the hearing aids no longer provide word understanding for patients. They can maybe hear sound, but the clarity is not there. And so once that gets to that point, then we talk about cochlear implants. The idea of a cochlear implant is to provide not only the sound level,
actually that's perfect,
but also the clarity of the words.
As I told the doctor the day of the surgery, one of the nurses asked what I wanted to accomplish. I want to be able to talk to my grandsons. I've got 3 grandsons.
I only have 2 cards left.
I want to talk to them. I can't do that.
Standard cochlear implant is through a post-auricular or behind the ear incision. And there's this bone behind the ear that's kind of honeycomb type bone called the mastoid bone. And basically we remove that bone that allows us to get into the middle ear, which is where the cochlea, behind the eardrum, the cochlea is located. And that's where the sensory part of the hearing is. And basically we place that electrode array within the cochlea, and then that stimulates the nerve, the hearing nerve, which transmits the signal to the brain. And then the processor that's attached to it slides into the scalp, and then we close the incision. All of that takes about 2 hours in the operating room.
This is the curl of the cochlear implant inside the cochlea.
And then we wait a week or so, and then we turn it on. This was the Nexa version of the Cochlear America cochlear implant. This device became available in September, and IU Health was the first in the state to implant the Nexa device. There's several new features, and the internal part of it that I described going underneath the scalp, that now has an internal, you can say a microchip, that can be upgraded. Just like an iPhone or your phone could be upgraded with new updates. Let's say the new processing algorithm comes about, or a new update to that device comes about, a new technology, they can have access to that, as opposed to having another surgery to switch it out.
Still getting connected here. It takes just a minute, okay? I'm gonna turn it on at a very soft volume. I'm just gonna talk to you and slowly turn it up. I wanna find a place where we can get it nice and comfortable.
I told Chelsea in the waiting room it's gonna be so strange. I've heard nothing out of this ear for so long, and now this is going to be the focal point of my hearing.
Yeah.
That's gonna take some adjustment.
It is, yeah, it is.
Let's rock and roll.
All right. I can put that up here. Take that for you. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. All right, Mike. The implant is turned on.
Very mechanical.
Very mechanical. Are you hearing your own voice?
Am I hearing? Yes, but it's very distorted.
Okay.
My voice, yours is a bit, mine is completely
Sounds
distorted.
so different, okay.
At this point, and we're a half an hour in, I'm hearing sound out of my left ear, which I haven't heard anything in for years. We're in the first hour of the first day of a long slog. I'm seeing more and more improvement. I've just got to keep myself mentally reined in a little bit.
You should be leaving here today hearing more, okay? Whether or not it's a good more or still maybe a little bit of a challenging more, we'll kind of see where you're at. But it's time for reprogramming. Your brain has had a month to get used to this and the initial stimulation. Now we get down to the nitty gritty and fine tuning, okay? Most people leave today feeling better than when they walked in. How about here? How is this sounding to you right now? I did bring the volume up and I adjusted a couple things.
That is as good as I've heard.
Okay.
Okay, we're going with...
The color's blue. It's blue.
Oh, you called it blue?
Yeah.
Having conversations now that you did, where before the surgery were literally impossible. Last Sunday, I came over for lunch, watched part of the Colts game, and we're over here at the island. Part of my routine with my grandsons, I learned from my best friend in the world, Rick. When you have grandkids, when they're young, keep some candy in your pocket. So that's kind of evolved a little bit. Whenever I come over, I always bring them something. So when I came in Sunday, Warren, God love him, he comes up and I knew what he was going to ask, but he looks up at me and, Pop, did you bring us anything? And I heard him. That was pretty cool. I know how funny these kids are. I know how smart they are, and that's what I want to be able to hear. That means the world to me.
What has this journey that you've been on the last few months to be to this point, like how much has that meant to you?
More than you know. The support from family and friends. Not being able to hear is tough. It's isolating. It's frustrating. It's been difficult, I won't lie, but could not say enough good about the people that have taken care of me.
People don't realize how important hearing is until they lose it. And to be able to give somebody back the ability to hear their family members or their grandkids, it keeps it going every day.